From Boom. We saw, I don't want to say a convincing victory as it went into OT on that last map, but I honestly think that Boom could have had a bit of an easier time, but let's see if that is going to pull over into today's game. Aggression coming down early into the mid phase, and look at the aggression coming out of all the CTs. Boom are taking the aggression right to the T side.
They did this yesterday. They'll do the same thing here, straight up to the banana and mid phase, taking out T-side players and the 2-for-1 trades. Cello dropping that bomb, and ZQK will be down and out. They've got 3 players left from the T-side, and bomb control is to the favor of the Boom Esports side. How on earth do they fight their way out of this one here? It's a tough little graph for the Imperial side as Boom just continue to face up. Phelps will get a kill on towards Delboni. And now, well, where do you go from here? Having just been swamped by sheer CT aggression down the mid and banana faces. They try and smoke out to get control of the bomb, but oh, the blind shots from Yell. Just drive by and taking out the next, and DZT just left alone with not really much else he can do here, Dwayne.
There really isn't much you can do. 1v4 coming out for DZT, and yeah, what do you really expect? 28 HP. At least he's got the bomb on his back, but even getting to a bomb site is going to be a pretty difficult task ahead of him. Boom. I like that they're not just pushing aggressively. They're just waiting. And to kind of start that round off, we saw aggression coming down in the middle phase as well from Banana. Now, occasionally you might just see maybe 2 or 3.
Just being best of 3, and this one was picked by the Imperial side. Now, we saw Boom take their opponent's map pick yesterday here, Dwayne, and, you know, it kind of went back and forth with each of the opponents taking their own map picks. You know, it was still a 3-map series between Boom and the Red Cannid side, so, you know, I'm not sure how much that will apply to the likes of Imperial being able to hold their own off against the Boom squad. Showtime takes contact out towards Banana and trying to recover the situation that they've lost the pistol in, but it is only early days, so not getting this round from Imperial won't be too much of a worry, I don't think.
No, not too much. Like Jay said, it is early days. They do have the force buy coming in. We'll see what they'll be able to achieve with it. Bit of utility coming out to the brackets position, and look at the stack coming out for CTs, and it's just an absolute spray down coming out from the MP9. Already finding 2 kills, quick trade coming up, but it's still in favor of the T side. But look at this from Yell. We've seen what he's been able to do with the AWP yesterday. This time, Jay, it's the MP9.
Indeed. 2 frags to his name. Showtime left alone on 71 points of HP. The bomb also in CT control. They've left it alone for a little bit, and he's coming in from the B side flank. He could still be in a position to do some damage here. But backed up, the CTs are at, and Bolts will take that first contact against him. Showtime just creeping in slowly but surely into the library area. They've got Bolts moving up, Tech9 ready for the taps on. Spots the man, takes him out here. 35 seconds left. They've got a rifle to work with. The M4 picked up by Yell. He's ready for Showtime first in. Doesn't quite take him down. He hides, refaces, and the M4 will win out the fight. Triple kill for...
2-0. At least they're holding on to the lead, and look how...
And that leaves us with this big green gun, still sitting pretty in the back of the site. The SMG of Bolts is ready to receive them here. Imperial have been on another force buy round here. You don't see this in the follow-up rounds to the force-ups in third of the half. And they'll pay for it initially. 2-for-1 trades with a ton of damage done to the Imperial side. This will probably wreck their round and wreck the economy at this stage.
I'm very surprised.
That Molotov could be deadly enough to burn one of these 2 low HP players alive. Face round from the M4. Cello getting a secondary kill. 2 players are left to get killed for the T side. Oh, Yell wallbang his way through the broken wall. And
at least trying to farm up the economy. Phelps is on that MP9. 3-0. This is a great start coming out from Boom. A good lead to work with on that City side. And look at the damage that could be done by this utility. But the T side, they're just going to continue. And finally, that comes the HE to come in. And Bolts and Cello just working together. The crossfire is being set, and Imperial can't do absolutely nothing. What a round coming out from Boom. GK is able to find with the AWP on the T side, being the in-game leader and the AWPer. Same as Yell. Exact same position on either side. Will we get a AWP duel between each other? Early utility coming out to the banana position. Now, with so much utility coming to banana and the T side being quite passive, there's an opportunity for Boom to take this banana control. And they've used a lot of their utility of the B side players already. Ooh, I like this boost from Cello. What a start that is. You don't see him
down first. Multi-frag rounds coming in left, right, and center for the man. Like, it's been a fantastic start for the AK-47 that's now out for the CT side. AWP of Yell is next up, sees the gun barrel, and takes out a second kill in the apartments. Got another one also towards the mid position. The flashbangs will go against him, but the incendiary will stop them from making their progress. He did not hear that bomb planter coming in though. Still hears the scope and still gets ZQK. Yell with 2 frags, maybe even looking for a bit more. The AK, K-Tex now moving in, gets himself 1 spray. Couldn't quite find the secondary player, but damage has been done instead of 2 versus 4 to the favor of Boom.
Yeah.
It's a 5th for the CT side, an absolute stomping start from Boom Esports' side, and it just gets better and better as time goes on, you know. The fine answers to these opening kills, they'll try and challenge the AWP here towards Banana, so the flashbangs and utility going over, and this time they do get the one up above Yell, looking for Cello next, they take him out. This could be round secured by the T side. 2 frags in for a 3rd, they've got backup here, Bolt's coming in, is going to get traded out by Showtime. Phelps here to try and respond, the smokes go up, he takes out Showtime, but is unable to deal with ZQK. So SHZ, the lone man, left in a 1-on-3. This is going to be a first, finally secured by the T side.
What a fantastic round coming out from Imperial, and it came down to one member, a K-Tex. Yes, we're finally seeing a round won by them, but it comes off the back of an individual play. Now, how many more rounds can we have like that from the Imperial? This is going to be try to be an ninja defuse, but actually he doesn't have a kit, so he's going to try and hold the T-side players near the bomb to see if they go down. Oh, that was so close to taking down Delboni.
At least the rifle rounds do start to go their way, but with the way that Boom have been able to capitalize on the heavy investment from Imperial, I mean, the economy's still going to be in a bit of a worse spot for them. Investment back from the CT side will still in the AWP, and look at Cello going aggressive. Check this out. 1 kill found, but no more than that. K-Tex will trade it back, and the nades up to do even more damage to the man. Will rejoin the Imperial T-side forces. They look to go very quick into this A site here. The crossfire angles are set. The off positions are known. Smoke, I believe that may have missed off the stairs. It does get towards the cross though, and Yell just watching with the AWP. Orb shot ringing out from the T side. Meanwhile, as he sees one player on the balcony, Bolt's going to fall out of the smoke here. 10 seconds to go. They are really lowering this clock down low, and the bomb just making its way on towards the site. Phelps is dealt with, and Yell with the AWP takes out ZQK. The time will run to nothing. Will they fall afterwards? Well, one certainly will. DZT left alone towards, and there's probably not much else that Imperial can do about that. They will try, obviously. They've got the AK's out to play for. The Galillion on Showtime will leave them on a very awkward angle, with the lack of money in general from the T-side line. This may be one of their last buys before an eco. Got Phelps. Considering the speedway rotation, these smokes will come in, potentially cut him off though. And again, Imperial are going to run this clock down low. Boom won the last low round, low time execution, off killing the bomb at the right time. Orb kill comes in from Yell, and Phelps will hear the wraparound. He'll hear the speedway rotation, so he'll call it out to Cello and Bolts. 20 seconds, they could still shut this down on their lonesome. The M4 standing by, and Phelps does strike, do a ton of damage. He set them up, still looking for a pickback. Burst through, gets Delboni, and they wait passively on the B site defense as they take out Showtime. DZT goes falling, ZQK left alone. Will get one, but get no more than that. Boom Esports.
And they actually wrapping the speedway split into the B bomb site. Now, you almost can never expect that there's still going to be 2 players at B, considering the rotates that have been coming out from Boom, of even sometimes having a 4th in knowledge, and in terms of the gameplay, they're just like 3 steps ahead. That's what I'm seeing.
How quickly the Imperial side will make their way out. SHZ getting that first. DZT goes falling to the hands of Phelps, who connects 3, and Showtime and K-Tex will also be falling here. ZQK also next to go down to the AWP. 3 kills for Phelps in the back. I want to see more of that with the with the rifles. You know, they've got the AKs out for this round, so let's try something a bit more of a quick default style, a quick execution into a site. They pushed Boom Esports very, very far back just based off of presence alone. You know.
Absolutely, we're seeing Boom actually playing really deep.
Smokes down. Nades back from Showtime as well towards this B banana position. The Molotov's up also to respond. There's flash to return back from Boom. They're just going to keep him away, and again, they've gained the early HP advantage above some of the key players of the T side. Showtime will catch Bolts, look for Cello next, but the Molotovs also to the back lines of the site, in Dark and in New Box, will force Phelps out to the open. The flashbang comes in, and now here they come. Phelps looking at first contact, the smoke towards Cross will give him nothing. He still gets a blind kill on double-elimination. SHZ getting a kill over on the A site, and Cello tries to focus fire back here. ZQK will get one frag, and the spray from Phelps will leave him on 14 HP, begging the bomb plant once. And the smoke clears, still go down.
Phelps is just jiggle peeking, trying to get a little bit of information, denying as much presence for the T side. He gets one kill, he goes down.
Imperial side is playing against a really formation Boom Esports side. They've been unable to find any sort of, you know, missing any links, any exploits, anything they can find in the defensive. You can see Yell's taking first contact, and that's allowed Phelps to get potentially all the kills out here. 2 frags, SHZ steals one out towards the short position, but it's not surprising that they've fallen like this with no Kevlar. A 10-1 scoreline for Boom. This is
Lorp out.
That's the key thing, right? It's like, you know, they don't even need to make any major changes to their setup or adjust their sort of style. They are just decimating Imperial in such a dominant fashion. And they've tried everything. They really have tried everything. Double nades down towards Showtime. 30 HP on the man already. This is just falling to pieces in the A site.
And you have to think as well, it's going to be so difficult for Imperial to try and find an entry. And that's the thing that they've been struggling with the most, Jay, is finding an opening man advantage. And it's difficult to do with all the CTs playing so passive and deep in the bomb sites. Yell with his AWP looking in the boiler position, and he strikes. He just falls back. What an opening pick being found from Boom, and there's no response. Bolts gets a kill as well, and you have to think, what's going on here from Imperial?
The nade to do damage, but the kill coming in from the AK. Yell getting on top of the box for his 2K, potentially his third. No, Cello steals it away from the minor close qualifiers for South America. Like, you know, they had a series against each other, and they went pretty close at times. You know, it was a double-digit scoreline that Imperial were able to win. You know, it was a 3-map series. But the way this is going, this might not even make 1.5 maps, you know?
Yeah. Boom are in just such a good position. Now, I don't want them to get sort of overzealous and a little bit cocky here, and this is what I'm talking about. I just don't see that peak from Cello being necessary at all. Bolts, he's got a lot to do at this B bomb site. He's allowed the rotates to come over, but really at this point, he's all alone.
Rush in, they gain control of the site, but CT's making their way out, and I'm not even surprised Phelps gets the blind spray. Del Boni not allowing the chance to boost up coming through. 2 players to line up for the M4. Phelps does get his secondary kill, but he's traded back, so some sort of stuff going the way of the T-side forces, but now they're starting to fall. Showtime will pick up 1 low HP player, and M4 to deal with Yell and Bolts. He could find Bolts for a second kill, but it's Yell that's going to be the main issue. He's got an ace clutch this round as well for the Imperial side. They'll clear out the B site. He'll rotate towards A, so a bit of moment's respite here, and probably a chance to pull the rug from underneath the Boom side.
On for the ace at this point, and this is probably the information. Yeah, as soon as Bolts has cleared out top banana, they know that it has to be the rotate to the A bomb side. Bomb's going to get planted. This could be one of the best chances that Imperial have, Jay, at being able to convert another round.
Backed up here to the back of the site, making his way out towards open space here. He stands alone, gets Bolts. That's his 4th frag. Showtime for the ace. Looking towards long, expecting Yell to re-attack, and he'll fall into the smoke as well. He'll remain as hidden as he possibly can. Bomb out in the open for him as well, but as it clears, Yell spots his feet and sprays to the man. He'll get the defuse as well for a 12th for the Boom Esports side. A good effort from Showtime in that one, but just, again, a bit too much to handle. For an eco, that's not bad, but for 5 players with...
Up in the flower pots position, he denies that, gets the information, and you've really... It's just so difficult from Imperial. You almost think with a fantastic opening, even though it's an eco round, that they needed to convert that, even just like psychologically, because they're just so done out of this map.
Showtime taking a nade to the face. DZT taking a nade to the top of the head. And again, in the first 30 seconds of these games, Imperial will lose HP and lose a pick, lose 2 picks in the first 35, and Cello and Bolts are to continue to clean house. 2 players left, and Imperial haven't even hit the minute marker. The bomb also in a high progressive position. Phelps could take this player down if he's not careful here. He's actually going to wrap behind him. Oh, he's gone for the knife and everything. Oh, that's full-on BM at this kind of a scoreline with this.
Bomb plant was a retake that we just saw before. That's it. 2 bomb plants in 14 rounds on your own map pick. things are definitely not...
This boom we're talking about, but I didn't expect this to be as one-sided as it is right now.
It shouldn't have been.
13-1. And possibly 14-1 the way that these rounds have gone. Boom have used the majority of their utility at this stage. But even so, the firepower has been so efficient. They've got AKs in play. Oh, good connection from ZQK, but DZT burns his own teammate alive. Could have been a two-man advantage. It's only for one. One player on the backstab is dealt with, so Showtime will get Cello out. And HP is still very low for the CT side, but they have left the B side open. Yell will get Delboni. And they'll rotate back to get a bomb plant, and a 2v3 retake will start to come in here.
Ooh, I like this position from K-Tex. This is really big. If they don't check this, K-Tex has won the round, honestly. Because he's going to be behind them. Ooh, timing. Okay, there it is from K-Tex. Finally, he's able to find that pick, and Yell... I mean, he's just walking. This is the last round of the half, mate.
No sense in saving.
Yeah.
Especially when you still got loads of money and everything like that. You know, it could have been an easy sort of save call for the C side, not for the CTs though. Does get the low HP player, got two more to find, one of which is out towards cross. Showtime on the bomb site is gonna go ahead and get the... Well, that was not a half that Imperial wanted to see, but going into their CT side, they might find a second opportunity to do something good this time around. It's the pistol round, and one that Imperial absolutely need to win at this stage. This scoreline is so harsh to overcome that you absolutely needed to start going well for this CT force. And Boom will set themselves up quick into the banana position. Cello with that first kill on the T.
Established really quickly. Both the City players at this A bomb site playing really passive. Already rotating a third player over. Boom, the execution coming through in the CTs. They need to get a good hold to come out here, Jay, but it's going to be Bolts and Phil, both finding kills. There is still a member of the bomb site, and he gets taken down. K-Tech's the last one left. And, yeah, need to win the pistol. They can't do it.
It's got to be GG at this point. Like, there's no way. There is just no way. Yeah. That's how long it's been since I've seen one, okay? So I don't think it's going to happen right here. I think that they needed that pistol round so badly to have even the slightest of chances. With that gone, they've got to force buy their way back into a situation
that was already so poor in the first place that going into map number 2, they might actually not be pleased, but not as devastated as it was if it was a 16-2 scoreline. It's pretty passive. They've already taken so much map control. They've already made their way into brackets. They've got apps control as well, and it looks to be just a simple set piece. The Moto Smoke's come out. This is going to at least split the scout from the rest of the members at the bomb side. Oh, this is an angle that could be worked with, though, from the Deagle on the side. DZT, can he find anything with it? Oh, you thought he would have been able to find a kill for sure, Jay.
He should have found that kill to get them into the round. And the player towards Pit's been spotted. They know there's one on the site. They know there's a scout somewhere, most likely on the site, and everything else. Going to check that back corner. ZQK spotted and taken out. Last man channeling is GZT. He does get his headshot in the end, but it came in way too late. The plant will be secured. And this will be map point for Boom Esports here. Like... We could actually be done in 38 minutes. If this next round goes the way of Boom Esports, we would be done a match in 38 minutes. In fact, I'm actually going to put the timer on just to absolutely double check it, because it seems like it's such a likelihood right now with all 5 players going down and a very hard...
rounds, Imperial were able to get an opening man advantage. They never got to play their own game. But the fact of the matter is, this is their map pick, and we shouldn't have even got to a scenario like this. As ZQK gets taken down so quickly. Not even 10 seconds has passed in the round that he gets taken down.
And look at how they're just forcing the CTs back to passive positions. Delboni and DZT on the weird sort of crossfire here. Molotovs to force them out. Apartments control also gain here by SHZ. We've got Showtime potentially tempting face out towards the mid face, but they're going to have to play some risky stuff to even get a chance of this one. The MAC-10 takes out DZT. Delboni left here with the MP9 of Showtime going down. And there's only 2 players left standing for this one. One good kill will go the way of the CT Force, but he's left alone here with a very bad time of his own right. Will challenge Bolts, will get taken out, and K-Tex is the last man standing. 1 versus 4. I'm timing it here, Dweg. 37 minutes and 15, 16, 17 seconds before this one is over. And yeah. 37 minutes and 20 seconds for a game to be over for the Boom Esports side. Again, that couldn't have gone worse from Imperial if you had tried.
And